How many people do you know with a mental illness? If you personally aren't affected by one, then you know somebody who is. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, nearly 1 in 5 U.S. adults live with a mental illness. That is 46.6 million in 2017. Mental illness ranges from mild to moderate to severe. One particular mental illness is BPD. In this presentation, I'm going to discuss what BPD is, the symptoms, the causes, and the treatment. First, what is BPD? BPD stands for borderline personality disorder. It is a condition where you have difficulties regulating emotions. The National Alliance of Mental Illness states that people with BPD feel emotions intensely and for extended periods of time. This difficulty can lead to impulsivity, poor self-image, rocky relationships, and intense emotional responses to stressors. According to NAMI, 1/4 of adults in the U.S. have BPD. Nearly 75% are women. Next, I'm going to discuss the symptoms of BPD. There are 9, but you only have to be diagnosed with 5. According to helpguide.org and DSM-5 criteria, number 1 is fear of abandonment. You are terrified of being left alone or abandoned. Number 2 is unstable relationships. They are intense and short-lived. Relationships seem perfect or horrible. People in relationships may experience emotional whiplash. Number 3 is unclear or shifting self-image. They don't have a clear sense of who they are. They frequently change everything about themselves. At times they may feel bad about themselves or they may feel good about themselves. Number 4 is having impulsive, self-destructive behaviors. They spend money they can't afford, have unprotected sex, drive recklessly, and binge drink and do drugs, especially when upset. Number 5 is self-harm. It is cutting, burning, having suicidal threats, or even attempts. Number 6 is extreme mood swings. They can go from happy to angry in a matter of minutes and can take a long time to calm down. Number 7 is having feelings of emptiness. They feel they are nobody. They have a hole or void inside them. Number 8 is explosive anger. They have intense anger with a short temper. The last symptom, number 9, is feeling suspicious or out of touch with reality. They struggle with paranoia and suspicious thoughts of others' motives. Again, you only need 5 out of 9 to be diagnosed with BPD. Next, I'm going to discuss the causes according to NAMI. There are 3 causes. The causes are genetics, environmental factors, and brain function. Environmental factors consist of physical or sexual abuse during childhood and neglect and separation from parents. Brain function basically means a person with BPD has a different functioning brain. Finally, I'm going to discuss treatment for BPD. There are 5 forms of treatment. They can be combined. The first treatment is dialectical behavioral therapy. It helps clients in 4 different areas according to Psychology Today. Those areas are mindfulness, distress tolerance, emotional regulation, and interpersonal effectiveness. The second treatment is cognitive behavioral therapy. According to the American Psychological Association, it is said to be effective on a range of problems. The third treatment is psychodynamic psychotherapy. According to Psychology today is a form of talk therapy that's in depth, based on theories and principles of psychoanalysis. The fourth treatment is medications. The last resort and most extreme treatment is short-term hospitalization that is caused by extreme stress, impulsive, or suicidal behavior. Finally, today, I talked about borderline personality being a condition where you have difficulty regulating emotions, that you need 5 out of 9 of the DSM-5 criteria to be diagnosed. There are 3 causes and the treatment can be combined. At the beginning of this presentation, I asked how many of you know somebody with a mental illness. Now I'd like you to give some thought to how many are men and how many are women. And if you know somebody with a mental illness like BPD, then it is important to be there for them.